Happy Saturday, everybody. So, for those of you who do not know who I am, Geegado Megwan is my spirit name, which means talking feather woman. And I am your host of Chatting with Wisdom. And we are coming back to you with another daily prompt for our 30-day gratitude challenge. So, we are here every day. I am here every day for the last 22 days, coming in at some point through the day to be able to share what is our daily prompt for the gratitude challenge. If you have not yet signed up for the gratitude challenge, somewhere around the link is or around the video and or the audio is a place to sign up for the gratitude challenge. So if you're joining us now and today's day 22, I suggest that you actually start now, continue on with us until day 30, and then go back to day 1 and start again. So looking forward to being able to connect with all of you. And I love how each and every time that I sign up or come on, that somebody new joins us on the challenge. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see that you're here. And so today is Saturday for those of us who are in Northeastern Ontario. It is a gloomy Saturday, but April showers brings May flowers. So long as it doesn't bring snow flurries, we're doing good. So I am super excited to see that all of the snow, or at least in my neck of the woods, in my area, that all the snow is gone. In I think that at my son's they still had some snow in their yard, but they have these great big trees that are dividing our two properties between our property and the neighbor's property. And I say our property because it's my son's living in his childhood home. And so it has the trees that actually keep it from getting all of the sun all of the time. So, which is wonderful in the summertime, but not so much for when you're trying to get the snow to melt. So, but there was a little bit, I think, still yesterday when I was there. But anyway, I digress. So, well, technically, I guess, because it's also Earth Day. So today is April 22nd. So if you're catching this live, it is Earth Day. So happy Earth Day. And so Earth Day really is about being able to connect with the planet and really doing all the things that we can do to do the best that we can. So so welcome to that. And if you're catching this on the replay, then happy past Earth Day. And so I am getting ready to head out today for a strategic planning meeting with our local chamber. And so I'm up and early. I'm an up and early riser today, and I was yesterday too because we had a networking breakfast yesterday, and then tomorrow is our first Get Active Temiskaming walk, so I'll be up early again tomorrow morning, up and ready to go out of the house like bright and early. I generally get to stay in my PJs, as most of you know. I get to jump on live in my PJs, and not have to go anywhere, so I like that. But I do like getting out and connecting with people and seeing people. So I'm looking forward to having a day with some amazing people. And so that is what I'm doing today. So tell me what it is that you're doing. But let's get on to today's daily prompt. So the prompt for today is so the title for today is The Pressure of Expectations. And so the pressure of expectations is really, really strong. And so the question or the prompt is, whose expectations are you living up to? Do you keep true to your true feelings? Do you keep your true feelings to yourself? Do you know and understand your true feelings? And for me, so for the first question is, whose expectations am I living up to? Most of the time it's mine. I do find myself sometimes kind of slipping into what society thinks or slipping into what other people think. But when I catch myself, then I bring myself back. But that is a work in progress. That has been something that I have been working on for a long time. And so for the most part, it is my own expectations. It is the things that I want to do, how I want to be able to do it. And sometimes my expectations are high of myself and I need to check them at the door and bring them down. But for the most part, I do the things that are important for me and that I love doing. So like this gratitude challenge, for example, is not because I need to do this for marketing, or that I need to do this because somebody else told me to. This is something that is genuinely really important to me. And so gratitude is what pulled me out of my funk back in 2014, 2015. And so this is really important that I remember and connect, and because it's easy for us to get lost in the shuffle of everything coming in. So, like when I started the gratitude challenge, for example, on April 1st, that the entire month of March, not that I wasn't grateful for things, but there's just so much heaviness of all the things that were going on in the month of March that so as much as I had some positive things that were going on, and there's lots of positives, it was just really heavy. So coming back into doing the gratitude challenge was like that really good huge boost, and I can feel the difference in terms of like, so we're at 22 days of being able to lift and shift that energy, and so I am feeling that lightness, and that, which is what the whole purpose for the gratitude challenge is for me. And so being able to do the gratitude challenge with everyone and making it public and sharing that with everyone else is something that helps me as well. So this is so yeah, so that's really important. So that is an expectation that I have, that every April 1st that I come in and do that. And then I have some specific times off that I'm like, these are really important. So November 11th, for example, I don't work because I honor the war veterans who have given their freedom. And there's some other days and stuff as well. So then the other part of the question is, do you keep your true feelings to yourself? And I'm going to say that 95% of the time, I do not. So if I'm feeling something, then you're going to know. And again, it is something that I have worked really hard. Sometimes I have to check the emotional part at the door because sometimes my emotions will get the better of me. My fiery Aries temper will get the better. So I have to remember to check that part at the door and really honor being respectful when I'm actually sharing my feelings. If I'm being dismissed, I really have a hard time with that. But again, it's something that I have worked really hard at being able to be heard and being able to have that conversation with people. And so do you know, and I guess that fits in with what it is that I was just talking about. So do you know and understand your true feelings? I do. And so again, sometimes I don't know where something is coming from, and I have to kind of like think through and say, okay, well, why am I feeling this particular emotion, or why is this particular situation upsetting me so much? And so I need to sometimes go back and check that and see where things are going, but that is really important for me to be able to do. So so yeah, for the most part, I live into my own expectations. I sometimes need to take them down a notch. I definitely let people know what it is that I'm feeling, or what I need, or what is important for me. And I'm always learning about how to be able to understand my true feelings. And so we grew up in the era of stop crying, or I'm going to give you something to cry about. And so I'm like this great big huge crybaby that cries at everything. And so it took me a really long time to be able to be okay with like, hey, yeah, I'm feeling this, and I'm okay with that. And so good and bad, like I'm the person who will be at the back of the gymnasium while the kids are doing their play, and some kid comes on that I don't even know, comes on and it does something like super cute, and I'm the one that's bawling at the back of like so proud of how much that they're doing. Like that is me. And so it took me a really long time. Like I would hide those feelings, I would hide those emotions, I would hide those tears. Now it's like, that's just who I am. It's like, oh, is that ever cute? But I'm also just as fiery when it comes to any other type of emotion as well. So like whether I am feeling sad about something or angry about something, I allow my feelings to be my own feelings. So anyway, but it was a long time of work, a lot of work to be able to get to that part. So anyway, that is my tips for today, or that is my prompt for today, and looking forward to hearing how you guys have been doing. And for those of you who have already been on the challenge, I did send an email out yesterday that was like individualized, because we've had so many glitches with the email system, and I think I've got it figured out. So hopefully this is not going into emails are not going back into the junk mail anymore. Anyway, I will chat with you guys soon. Bye for now.